Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Gordon Frayne and today we are seeing Bitcoin smash through the $72,000 mark. Before we jump into the video, please make sure to smash the thumbs up below if you enjoy the content. Make sure to subscribe. We're on the road to our first 1,000 subscribers, and hit that bell notification icon so you can get updated every time we drop a new video. We are dropping multiple videos every single week, so you're going to want to get notified when they drop to stay up to date on all the latest movements in the crypto space and hit your crypto goals. So Bitcoin has smashed through the $72,000 mark as of March 11th, 2024. There are a number of reasons why this is very significant, which we will look at in this video, but this is going to be a kind of rapid fire update on the status of Bitcoin and where it is at today. So as we can see, we are currently sitting at a price here of 72,241 US dollars. We did get up even higher in the past 24 hours, closer towards 73, but we're currently sitting at 72,200. The reason this is such a big deal is because this is the first time ever that Bitcoin has put in new all-time highs against its previous most recent all-time high before the Bitcoin halving event. So if you follow this space, you probably know that Bitcoin has a halving event scheduled every 4 years or so, and that halving event, or the next one, is due to take place next month in April 2024. And based on the previous 3 to 4 cycles, and we'll just bring up a map here to visualize it, what we have typically seen is that Bitcoin will consolidate in the lead up to the halving, and then typically what we've seen happen is in the 12 to 18 months after the halving event, Bitcoin will put in a brand new all-time high. So again, just to illustrate that in the graph here, I know there's a lot going on the chart, but for example, if we take the halving event here in 2012 with this red line, we can see that Bitcoin really took off after the 2012 halving and put in an all-time high here towards the end of 2013. And again, after that, we saw a bear market, and then we saw consolidation all through 2015 until we had the next halving in 2016, denoted by this dotted line. But you'll notice if we come across here, Bitcoin never reached its previous all-time high until, again, 12 to 18 months after this next halving event. So again, after 2016, we saw a big run up, and that new all-time high at the end of 2017, start of 2018. Again, the pattern seemed to repeat. Once again, we saw a bear market all through 2018. We saw consolidation throughout the entirety of 2019 in the lead up to the 2020 halving. And again, you'll notice if we come straight across here, the price of Bitcoin never reached its previous all-time high before the 2020 halving. It was only in the 12 to 18 months after the 2020 halving that Bitcoin put in new all-time highs, and it hit those all-time highs of $69,000. But again, not until 12 to 18 months after the halving event. So what we've seen this time is a break in that pattern. What we are seeing is, obviously, we are here in March of 2024 with a halving event expected next month around the middle of April 2024. And if we zoom out to the weekly chart and we compare the prices here today versus the previous all-time high in November of 2021, we have already broken and breached that previous all-time high before the halving event takes place, which is it's a first. It's a first for Bitcoin, and again, definitely being largely driven by the ETF approval in January and the sheer amount of capital that is flowing into Bitcoin and the entire cryptocurrency industry as a result. So we have breached new territory. with Bitcoin breaking previous all-time highs, obviously we are now in price discovery mode because we do not have precedents to go on. Only the fact that we have now broken its previous all-time high of 69,000. We were hovering around 69,000 pretty much all of last week, and we have finally broken through it in a very strong way and gone all the way up to 72,300. So the new all-time high for Bitcoin is in, and it has happened about a month out before the halving event, which has never occurred before. So again, this is really just a quick update to kind of stress the uniqueness of this happening before the Bitcoin halving event next month. And again, given the fact that we typically do not see new all-time highs until about 12 to 18 months after the halving, it begs the question of, whether is this an accelerated cycle? Will we see something more akin to what happened with gold, where when the gold ETF was introduced, we saw gold go on something like a 7 to 8 year run of a bull market for gold in the aftermath of the gold ETF being approved? Or will we just see new all-time highs for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and altcoins just much more rapidly this time around? Or will it just be a longer bull market? It is obviously difficult to say exactly what is going to happen, but very, very interesting nonetheless to be breaching new all-time highs before the halving and putting in these new numbers with only about 30 days to go before the halving. So looking at the cycle multiple, this is kind of outlining what happened in each of the three previous eras, or each of the three previous cycles. We can see the 2012 cycle, the 2016 cycle in orange, and then the 2020 cycle in green. And you'll notice somewhat of diminishing returns with all these. And then the red graph here is representing exactly where we are today in the current era or the current cycle. And you can see that we are somewhat ahead of schedule, you could say. Again, the middle of this graph represents day zero, which is the halving date, and the price action in the lead up to the halving you can see represented by all the different colors for all the different eras. And then we really saw price acceleration in the aftermath of each of the halving events from 2012 to 2020. And yes, the second era here also was performing a little bit better pre-halving. So we are more in line with what was happening in era 2 in the aftermath of that halving, and potentially seeing some exponential returns over the next 12 to 18 months. So again, very interesting times to be in this space. Bitcoin putting in new all-time highs, well above 72,000 now for March 11th, 2024. As we approach the halving next month, it'll be very interesting to see how all of this plays out. As always, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to smash the thumbs up button on the way out. Make sure you subscribe. We're on the road to our first 1,000 subscribers, and it would mean the world if you hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification icon so you can get notified when we drop multiple new videos every single week so you can hit your crypto goals. As always, we'll catch you in the next one.